What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Be Heroes Cars. Today we're going to be reviewing the 2019 BMW 750i. Starting with the front fascia of the BMW 7 Series, we all know what we're going to talk about, the kidney grills. They look proportional to the front fascia, especially in person. And for the first time ever in the 7 Series lineup, the headlights meet up with the kidney grills. In previous generations, there used to be a little bit of body work, but now you have this nice seamless design in between the grille and the headlights. Also, this car has the BMW adaptive LED system, and what that is wherever you're turning, the headlights will actually turn to the direction you're turning. You have the parking sensors down here, and because this model has the msport package, you get these nice sporty athletic vents all along the front fascia. The non-msport 7 Series, as you can see here, looks a little more luxurious and doesn't look as aggressive in the front. You also have an active kidney grille. So what that means is for when the engine is performing really hot or it needs to cool down, there's vents in the kidney grille that will actually open up. For fuel economy, or if the engine's at a proper temp, they'll stay closed. Being in the back seat of the 7 Series, it's definitely one of the car's strong suits. There is so much room back here. I'm 6 foot, totally fine on the headroom. Leg room, there's over 3.5 feet. You have this nice dark walnut trim that goes across the whole cabin. And a fun fact is that here in the US, we actually only get the long wheelbase model of the 7 Series. In the Euro market, they can get the standard and the long wheelbase model. Something else that's also cool is you have these Booklights right here. And yes, I said Booklights. They're not LEDs. BMW calls them Booklights. Above, on the ceiling right here, you have makeup mirrors. Another one over there with LED light system. It lights it up. It's really, really easy to use and really easy to see. Down by the footwell, we have our climate controls. You have your vents on the side of the car right here, and you have 2 vents over here. The side profile of this car is massive. I'm honestly not going to talk about it that much because there's not a lot to talk about. It's just big. Now you have these nice athletic, sporty, luxurious body lines around the car. Those look really good. You also have BMW's legendary Hermeister kink. There's 20-inch rims all around, 275mm tires in the rear. We have 245mm tires in the front. More than enough grip. You also have side skirts across both sides of the car that look sporty, and it kind of makes the car look a little more full. You also have ventilation down there. That helps cool the braking system under really hot conditions. Everything over here is simple and really well done. Let's go check out the trunk. Being at the least interesting part of the car, BMW managed to get over 18 cubic feet of cargo space in the 7 Series, which is more than the Mercedes-Class and Audi A8. Also worth noting, it's a lot more than the 7 Series Hybrid, coming in right under 14 cubic feet due to the battery pack eating up space. Now I'm on the road with the 7 Series. Automatically, you're hit with power, luxury, and everything that you could think of. It's a 4.4-liter twin-power-turbo V8. It's the standard BMW V8. It produces 445 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque. This thing moves right off the bat. And something that I really like is that the torque is low end. I don't know if you guys watched my BMW X3 review, but a lot of these BMW engines, they're very torquey and the torque comes in early. That's definitely a favorite of mine. Now, one of my favorite things with BMWs that I mentioned in one of my last reviews is the driving modes. Right now we're in adaptive, so that adjusts my dampers. It also adjusts my steering. I'm gonna put it into sport. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Automatically, the valves open up in the exhaust, right? Because it's an electronically valve-controlled exhaust. So there's a little more noise. It's a little more of that V8 throatiness that I really love. The dampers on the car also stiffen up, and my steering gets tighter. So right now, we have a little bit of a stretch. I'm going to throw it into the corner, see how it handles. And I did not touch the brake at all. I don't know if you guys heard my camera gear sliding around, but that definitely grips the road super well. Now it's a double wishbone front suspension, obviously. We have two 75mm tires in the rear and two 45mm tires in the front. It's very smooth to drive. It hugs the road well. Wow. Threw it very hard into that corner and it just hugs and hugs and hugs. Now we have some traffic in front of us, so I'm gonna take it out of sport mode. I'm gonna put it into adaptive, so the exhaust is not as loud. I can also feel the bolstering on my seat get loose. That's something that's really cool to me. Mercedes-Benz, I know, has that like active hugging system. That'll kind of hug your body into the corners that you're turning into. This doesn't do that. This just gives you the tight bolstering, but it's more than enough. Thank you so much for watching another episode of B Harold's Cars. Like, subscribe, put the bell notifications on. Y'all know what to do. I'll see y'all next time.